Hello students, welcome to Brilliant Public School. The topic for today's discussion is Concepts of Determinants, Class 12th. First of all, let us discuss what is the prerequisite knowledge required for this. We have already studied matrices and algebra of matrices. System of linear equations can be represented in matrix form. The system of linear equations like a1x plus b1y is equals to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equals to c2 can be represented as a1 b1 a2 b2 the column matrix xy which is equals to c1 c2. Now this system will have a unique solution when a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. This is known to you. Now for every square matrix of order n, we can associate a number called a determinant of a square matrix A. It means if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, we get a unique solution. So similarly, determinant is nothing but a unique or a single number which is associated with the given matrix. But you should be aware that it is a square matrix. Now, determinant of A is denoted by mod of A or determinant of A. For matrix A, this mod A, what we were saying till now, we will not be saying it as mod. Now we will call it as determinant of A and not modulus of A. Only square matrix has a determinant. You have already learned that we have square matrices as well as rectangular, but only square matrix will have a determinant. Now let us see what is the order of the determinant. If I have 2 rows and 2 columns, then the order of determinant is 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. And its expansion is A into D minus B into C. That is nothing but we cross multiply. Now determinant of order 3 by 3 matrix can be expanded in various methods. We can take any element of any of the row or any element of any of the column. Here you can see the first, it is done through first column a1, then a2 and then a3. Now expansion of the determinant, very clearly you can see he has taken up the first row 2 into leaving the first row and first column. So the determinant form is 0 minus 1 4 3. Then minus of minus 3, now leaving first row and second column, the determinant form is 2 minus 1 1 5 and so on. After solving this, you got a unique value, that is 49 for the given determinant. Let us discuss what are properties of determinant. In a determinant, if any 2 rows or columns are changed, then the value of the determinant obtained is negative of the value of the given determinant. Now if all the corresponding elements of any 2 rows or columns of determinant are identical or proportional, then the value of determinant becomes equal to 0. The value of determinant remains unchanged on changing rows into column and columns into rows. It follows that if A is a square matrix, then interchanging of determinant is not changing its value. Now if some or all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as a sum of 2 or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 or more determinants. So very clearly you can see. Now if the element of any row or column of a determinant, if we add or subtract the multiples of corresponding elements of any other row or column, then the value of determinant remains unchanged. So after doing this also, the unique value, the single value which the determinant gets, that won't be changed. Now let us see what are minors and cofactors. If A is a square matrix, then the minors of entry Aij is denoted by Mij and is defined to be the determinant of the submatrix that remains after the ith row and jth column are deleted from A. The number minus 1 to the power I plus j Mij is denoted by Cij and is called the cofactor of entry Aij. You can see very clearly from the example 1 1, minor of 1 1. So we are removing first row and first column, and then whatever remaining determinant is formed, we find a unique value out of that. Minor of 2 1. So you can see very clear 2 First means second row and first column is deleted, and cofactor is nothing but minus 1 to the power I plus j into mij. Further, let us see what is adjoint of a matrix. It is nothing but the transpose of a matrix where aij is the cofactor of the element aij, denoted by adjoint adj of A. So you need to understand, before making the transpose or before taking the transpose of the given matrix, the transpose is of cofactor. So what just we have discussed of cofactors, you need to first of all find the cofactors and then the transpose. So that would be nothing but adjoint of the given matrix. Now, singular or non-singular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be a singular if determinant of A is equals to 0, and if determinant of A is not equal to 0, then it is not a singular matrix. Let us learn how to find the inverse of a matrix using adjoint. But first of all, let us see what is adjoint of a matrix. It was nothing but the transpose of the cofactors. Now to find the inverse, you can see very clearly it is written A inverse is equals to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. Here is the example. First of all, I will take a matrix and I'll find the adjoint, and then the unique value of the determinant, it is written determinant of A, it is calculated as minus 11, and so A inverse would be simply minus 1 by 11 into the adjoint of a matrix. So this is a very easy way to find the inverse as compared to the elementary row and column operations. We can solve system of linear equation by using the inverse of a matrix and determinant. Determinants have wide applications in engineering, sciences, economics, and many more. So children, these were the concepts which are involved in the chapter determinant. Using this concept, solve the questions, keep exploring and learning. Thank you very much.